Hey guys, it's Mike the Baldadonis. And you know what today is? Thursdays, which is
Conspiracy Thursday.
Conspiracy Theories Thursday.
With Mike.
That's right, with Mike. So, what is the topic today, Mike?
Today is about aerosol spraying and how it is part of our world, and we live with it unconsciously, and not a lot of people know about it. So I want to bring it about everybody's attention. I want to preface. What is the word? Preface. Did you ever hear the Georgia Guidestones?
I have not.
Okay, in the Georgia Guidestones, it's in Georgia, it's in our country, United States of America. You can look it up. And the first line on the Georgia Guidestone says that we want the world population to be down to 500 million people.
I heard that. I
half
saw
a billion people.
I think I seen that in a special.
Okay, so how is that going to happen with 7.5 billion people already here? I just want to preface it.
Okay.
Also, another preface is this is a NASA document. Came out in 2001, and it's called "The Future Is Now." And you can Google or look it up. It's Warfare 2025, and that document is on there. So you can look it up.
What else is in there?
Well, just for example, page 43 talks about microdust weaponry, a mechanical analog to micron-sized mechanicalized dust, which is distributed as a aerosol and inhaled into the lungs. Dust mechanically bores into the lung tissue and executes various pathological missions. A wholly new class of weaponry, which is legal.
Legal.
Unbelievable. So anyway, I just want to bring that to preface it. The reason we don't hear a lot of it on the mass media is because the weather people, the news media, they all have gag orders. They have to sign certain documents that they can't spill the beans. If they do, they lose their job. You know, we have military people that have to follow the orders, so they're order followers. So they don't want to deviate. This is the American people I'm talking about here. You know, we're all Americans, and we should be looking out for one another. So I want to bring this up. They're aerosol skies, aerosols. Congress knows all about this. This has been going on since 1998. Like I said, that.
All right, so if Congress knows about this, they're breathing the same stuff we are, right?
True.
So they don't mind living.
Well, they believe in a whole new. It's called transhumanism. I don't really want to talk about that in this.
Okay. Well, another episode, huh?
Right, but my point is that, and they spray in the sky. You'll see if you look up, the military jets spray what they call chemtrails. They're long lines. We talked about it, bowling alleys. They go crisscrossing. They spray constantly. They were over the top last Saturday. It's an aerosol. They turn the sprayers on and off. If you watch, you know, everybody thinks it's a contrail, but if it were, the plane would fall from the sky when you see it stopping, you know, when they turn it on and off. But anyway, what I'm going to get at, there's many elements for this spraying, you know, like I said, barium, strontium, and I would just want to talk about the aluminum.
All right.
Okay.
Aluminum.
And they make it nano-sized particles, and we inhale this stuff. It comes down from the sky, and it goes to it's so small, it goes through the blood-brain barriers of our human body. So believe it or not, the human body is a great machine.
Absolutely.
And it protects us in a lot of ways, but this nanoparticulate is so fine that we inhale it, and it goes right into our bloodstream and right through the blood barrier. So I want to talk about trees. If you ever seen a lot of trees lately, they've all been dying. Look at them, the branches, everything. But what I'm leading to is that one of the reasons the trees are dying is because when the aluminum comes down, trees don't drink water that's toxic. So they don't drink the water because it's got the aluminum in it.
So they don't drink it at all?
Well, they have to,
right?
because you got the drought going on. Eventually, when you drop a lot of water there, they're going to drink it because they have to, because they're just in dire need of water. Well, when the aluminum hits the root system and everything, now they can't take up the proper nutrients to grow. So this is where you're getting the trees dying. And I only bring this up to tell you that Monsanto has come up with aluminum tolerant trees. Now, they've been growing them from Florida all the way to Texas. You can look that up, aluminum tolerant trees, aluminum tolerant plants. If any of you like to grow gardens or what have you.
Now,
Well,
you think that's a conspiracy in itself?
no, because
Just to,
it's documented. It's
Okay,
documented.
I'm
It's
just
not.
throwing it out
No.
there. All right.
If they're spraying aluminum, the plants, the biology doesn't live. This is where I'm coming from. We're inhaling this. It's hurting us. They talk about strokes with this, heart attacks, and Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's seems to be a big thing, up and coming thing lately.
Well, that's another subject. I'll be talking about that.
Right, but the aluminum has a lot to do with the Alzheimer's. But the Alzheimer's people don't even want to recognize this. The point I'm talking about here is that this can be prevented. They shouldn't be flying in our skies and dropping this stuff, okay? That's what I'm getting at. Like I said, Monsanto has aluminum tolerant plants. So if you're all trying to grow a garden and what have you, all the stuff's coming down and it's ruining the pH of the soil. So you're having a hard time growing plants, you know. There's a few people I like to introduce. Is Sophia Smallstone, great professor. She talks well. I got one of her DVDs, Chemtrails to Pseudo Life. Pseudo Life would be aluminum tolerant trees or transhumanism, but I don't want to go there. Dr. Russell Blaylock. He's a brain surgeon, and he can tell you everything about aluminum in the brain and our bodies. Very informative. He speaks out about this. He also gives you remedies of things you can do to take some of those toxins out of your body.
Almost like detox, like a liver detox.
Sure.
Get that out of your system.
Right, because aluminum.
Heavy metals.
Well,
Detox.
that's what this is. See, our body doesn't get rid of aluminum. It can't. So it goes to the fatty tissue. So it goes to your cartilage, goes to your brain. The brain's all fatty. And that's where the body stores stuff. It's in the fatty tissue. And, well, you talk about arthritis and stuff. Well, we're all inhaling this stuff. Lately, we've all had they talk about influenza and people having breathing problems the last few weeks. You see it on the news. And the only thing they're saying is, it's the flu. It's like mysteriously just comes, you know?
Well, every winter, yes, it does.
Yeah, every winter. Somehow we're programmed every winter. Have you had your vaccine shot? I don't want to get in that one. But the thing is, if we're inhaling all this, that I had a deep cough at Christmas time. I was under the covers for a whole week, and I'm coughing away. I don't smoke, but
Could have been something you ate.
no.
No.
This happened when it was the Cyclone bomb. Is that what it was called?
I'm listening
I
to
can't
you,
figure out that term. The weathermen are calling it a cyclone bomb, where all the cold weather, this polar vortex, went all the way down to Florida. The whole country was all frozen.
Okay.
They are chemically nucleating the environment to make it colder than normal. You can look at
Is the environment getting hotter?
Well, yes.
Or they can just control whenever they want?
Exactly. They can control it whatever they want. They want us to be arguing with one another about global warming. How can it be global warming? It's so cold all the time. They give us all this conflict. No, it's this way. No, it's that way. So nobody's in unison on what's going on. In Australia, you can look up thunder asthma. Over 10,000 people just suddenly came down with asthma problems. A good number died.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What's this called again?
Thunder asthma. Just Google it.
Okay.
2016. It happened. It was like, but anyway, the elements that they make thunderstorms and what have you. It's all electrically conductive material, so it's not good for the biology. There's some things that I want to mention that I notice when I'm driving my vehicle. I've been noticing a long time. But when you're driving your vehicle and you're going up a hill and they're coming up at you the opposite direction, you can look at the haze or the fog that's around the headlights before it comes at you. You can see that the whole area is just fog.
Well, when I notice there's like that ring around my eyes. I don't know if it's like a ring around my eyes or is it my glasses that's giving the reflection.
Yeah, maybe there's some reflection.
So,
Maybe what are those halos, angel halos around your eyes?
not around my eyes.
Could
But,
be that.
but from the other cars, I know what you're talking about. I see like that.
A haze. I only illustrate that to say that if you see that, we're inhaling that. And the thing is, every time there's a big storm that goes by, the air is clear. And then that day or the next day, you see the jets flying around to spray all this.
Is that what's called a weather front?
Well, yeah. No, but after the storm comes, it actually clears all the air. So that's the best time to go running, in my opinion. But then you'll see these jets flying all over the place to make the whole area a dense fog. You know, you can't see it up close. If you're driving your car and you look far away, like a mile or two, you'll see the haze. It's like you can't see clear, at the hills. You just can't.
So how about smog?
Well, smog that's a big thing with automobiles and stuff. But
Maybe that's the smog that we're seeing.
well, we live in New Hampshire. We don't have that much smog. It's not like the big cities. I'm just trying to illustrate that it's there. You just don't notice it until someone kind of brings it to your attention. I mean, this is all year round. I mean, I know high and low temperatures will create a fog. Or if it's a warm day and you got snow on the ground, you get the fog. I'm not talking about natural fog. I'm just talking about a haze. So I just want to let you know that we're all inhaling this stuff. You can't see it. It's very fine-tuned. So that's the story. And I'm just disappointed. I want to bring it up because we as a country or a people should try to get this to stop. I mean, it's the children, it's your family, it's us. I'm vulnerable to it. Like my concept of Boston Strong, all you people are runners and you're inhaling all this stuff. It's something you ought to look into. And we as a country should get together and be like a Boston Strong and say, no, let's stop this flying.
Country strong.
Country strong. Because if we don't defend ourselves, it ain't happening. I mean, we're all lovable.
Not all of us.
Well, most of us. Well, we were brought up to be lovable, sharing, caring, look out for one
That's
another.
what we're supposed to be doing.
Right. But when this evil stuff is going over our heads, it's time to protect ourselves. So anyway, I think I've covered my points.
So what was all of it about? Aluminum?
Breathing in aluminum aerosols, they purposely spray in the big white jets that are above us. And I just want people to recognize that and see that and do your precautions. It's tough, but I don't know. If nobody brings it to your attention, you'll never know about it.
That's right. That's
You know, like I said, it's been going on since 1998. I didn't learn about this until 2006. So I've been looking at this for 11 years. You know what I'm saying? It's just a slow accumulation of inhaling. We do like 30,000 breaths a day. Oh, and I can't get away. That's one common denominator humans have, animals have, the biology has, is breathing or the oxygen. And they're polluting it purposely. And, I could avoid GMO food, fluoride water,
Yep.
Toxic clothing. I can do all that, but I can't avoid the breathing. And this stuff is so fine that we're inhaling it all the time. Anyway, I guess that's all I have to say.
All right, so
So
guys,
do your research.
we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
We'll get every Thursday with Gary, Conspiracy Thursday. So on that note, guys, have a great day. Baldadonis out.